Alright guys, Magnus is here. Magnus Watch Party, let's get right into it. We're just about half an hour into this 3-hour Blitz arena scheduled right after Bullet Brawl, which it seems like a fair amount of these guys played. So we're gonna get right into it. Touch late, but it's not a huge issue with the 3-hour Blitz arena, yeah. Okay, this h5 pawn hangs.
Check.
Knights come off. This g pawn is pinned.
Check.
Magnus going right for this h pawn. Ah, remove the defender. King defending the bishop.
Check.
another hanging pawn. Able to scoop it up the bishop. A very, very powerful piece. And then this is a runner. But you have to keep this on, so this is very important. This is likely a draw. No, the king will hold. King will be able to hold this pawn. And there's shenanigans with the clock as well, so yeah, definitely much easier to play for white. White able to maintain the pawns with the bishop. Let's take a quick peek. No, this should just all be winning for white completely, yeah. It's all just very good. Yeah, everything holds. King holds the pawn. Ah, and then you're in zigzag because neither of these pawns could move.
Going berserk.
It was definitely tricky. It was completely winning for white, but with 9 seconds to 6 seconds or whatever it was, anything can happen there. Oh yeah, chat is bumping here. Chat is ripping. We'll see if we get flagged for putting a watch party message in. But the hype is here. 1196, 1200 viewers. Oh man, everybody shows up to watch Magnus. It really is so exciting. I didn't think we would see him. We haven't seen Magnus on Lichess in quite some time, actually. It's been a number of these titled arenas because I've covered a lot of them, and Magnus has not been a feature. As of late, at least.
Check.
Yeah, Contra Jacko has given Magnus some problems. Speaking of the last time Magnus played, well, I guess that was a chess.com event, but yeah, Magnus, it was titled Tuesday, and Magnus went down to the Peruvian GM here, Jose Martinez. Oh, he's got Mexico in the bio now. He had Peru before, so I'm not sure what the nationality is, but super strong player regardless. Oh man, this bishop on c6. But the pawns aren't marching. Maybe try to take off some material? Yeah. Get your pawns in some light squares. Kick this bishop around. You even have this to consider, or just get your king in the game. King will probably hunt down the c-pawn, right? Okay, do you have to take here? Because this comes with tempo. Yeah, okay, or just defend it this way. Because you don't want your king coming here, then this pawn can be a runner. This bishop will also control the pawn on the square.
Check.
Okay, so yeah, just once again, much better for Jose Martinez here. Takes down Magnus. Chat is going absolutely bananas here. Chat's going nuts. This is awesome. It had to be Jose, says this guy. Oh my god, imagine if Magnus just stops. Okay, let's get the chat open since I'm behind on just everything. This guy says must be the beads. The beads are strong today. Okay, Magnus did not sign off. He lost a cataclysmic amount of rating on that.
Check.
Tripled pawns. Queenless middle game?
Check.
Yes.
Check.
Castling with tempo, I like that for the IM here. I'm not quite familiar with this. Kazakhstan IM. Kazakhstani? All solid though, even though your king is on E8. Okay, this idea. Magnus goes right in for it. So he must not be buying 2 bishops for the rook and knight. If white can get an extra pawn, then material should be even, but more realistically, you want the board to open up with these bishops. And what Magnus will do is, yeah, try to close the position down, most likely. Closed position will favor the knights. Okay, the knight defends this pawn. This was definitely more solid. Super active king. Yeah, these positions, Magnus, we know how he favors, yeah.
Check.
Stuff like this, and you can just scoop this pawn. Pin is not gonna, it's not gonna do a lot. You don't have this square to work with. And this knight is just stuck tied down to defending this. My god. Okay, let me fix my camera here. I think having the chat open, like the game chat, is so funny that I almost don't want to remove it. Okay, get the camera down here. Perfect. Yeah, and I want to have the places Magnus in second here. Very important. Magnus with a bit of a late start. I think he likes to, him and Danya both late starts. Because I was looking at the field before, and there was no Danya, there was no Magnus, and I was like, man, am I even gonna cover this? And then I see Danya jumped in right away with that early message, time to take y'all on a date. And I thought, well, I gotta do this one now.
Check.
Okay, time favors white, position favors black.
Check. Check.
Okay, you're gonna give back the exchange.
Check.
Now you're just down a pawn? Possibly a second pawn? Okay. The G-pawn was hanging, though. Okay, is there gonna be something like takes and
Check.
for the pin? Gotta be careful with this knight coming in, attacking your king. And you got a rook, yeah. Either keep them on different colored squares.
Check. Check.
Ooh, very nice intermezzo check here. Or yeah, you gotta keep the king and the rook 2 diagonal links away from each other, so you don't drop the rook. No forks. Oh, Magnus has no time. I bet he's feeling it now. All drawn stuff, but the clock.
Check.
Very scary with this knight.
Check.
Okay, clocks are evening up.
Check.
Get the pin. Do you even just
Check.
take? Where's the sneaky
Check.
coming? And Magnus wins by half a second. I'm sure this guy was shaking in his boots. Magnus wins with the Berserk Odds. Chat is going bananas. Oh, poor Lichess mods. This is like a 3-person job right here. Yeah, this guy's saying this, chat.
Going berserk.
Oh, this is amazing. This is Bortnyk, by the way. Man, this is just inspiring chess, though. Magnus really brings it. He just brings everyone out. Okay, I'm surprised Knight
Check.
C7 wasn't played. You're just fine with taking back with the G-pawn, I suppose. Playing around with a bit of a banged up structure, yeah. This looked like it was going to be a really strong move, but the queen had b5 to work with, so... Yeah, queen's got to come off. If you take this way, keep your bishop here. I mean, you're more than likely gonna... This is gonna be exchanged off. Okay, take back this way. Attack the bishop with tempo. Yeah, now you're on an awkward square over here. I guess, you know, you can always come back, but... Or just b5. Okay, Magnus playing exactly how I like to play. Throw some pawns. And your compensation is active play. And, you know, if you don't capitalize, you're just gonna get hammered. Okay, this rook is very short on squares. Yeah, and human players will try to get back pawns immediately, whereas like really strong players and or engines will like see sequences 4 or 5 moves down the road where they can go and get that pawn back. Like right here, bully the rook around, you end up scooping a pawn back. Position is still probably just better for white. Black has more of the center. And a bishop? Okay, you're gonna sack another pawn. Or rook takes, yeah. Okay, now this is definitely just better for white. Bortnyk has him on the ropes here. But can Magnus find some sort of fortress? Yeah, it's not so easy. Checks here. Come back. Check, take maybe. Okay, now you're down a third pawn.
Check.
Taken and taken. Takes. Okay, okay, there's going to be some idea here. Do you check right away? Ah, but the rook can come back and capture. Yeah, that was...
Check. Check.
Well-placed rook
Check.
move.
Check.
Oh, no. Now Magnus got to go for the clock.
Check.
Or just get a
Check.
rook checkmate? He's not going for a draw.
Check. Check.
Oh my
Check.
God. Bortnyk is so annoyingly fast.
Check.
Magnus
Check.
scoops the queen back up, though.
Check.
Because, yeah, you're just blasting moves out here. Keeping your clock alive. Ah, and white just throws it in. Yup. The clock. This guy says tactics. It was more the clock. You can't blame Bortnyk there on that one. I'm sure that was immensely frustrating, though. Okay, we'll take a quick look at the field. I will turn the camera off for just a moment. We've got Contra Jacko Jose Martinez has not lost yet. This guy is insane. He has been crushing these events. And Magnus, hot on his tails, has only lost to Jose. As Magnus gets in against the Azerbaijani GM here. Okay. Double Fianchetto bishops. So this is going to be as dynamic as a game as possible with these huge sniper bishops everywhere. Yeah, we already see the light square bishops off. And this position just looks slightly better for white. Like if you looked at an engine here, it would probably say something like plus 0.3 maybe. Okay, yeah, this is pretty draw stuff. Where's this knight go? You have to defend with the bishop, or with the rook, excuse me. Okay, this is a little awkward. Not ideal, but I mean, once you get in 95, 97, should be cooking. Or just 97 right away, okay. This also worked. Maybe there's this, yeah. The knight structures being undermined by a pawn can be an easy way to lose a piece. Okay, so how do we make our minor piece better than your minor piece? It's all about just minor imbalances here, and yeah. Minor piece specific endgame? How can my minor piece be better than yours? Can my knight invade? This bishop is definitely looking after some good squares. I mean, the board is pretty open. A lot of dark squares open. This could be a pretty good piece here. And Magnus berserks and this guy doesn't. So, Magnus has to beat all these top level players with time odds.
Check.
Comes with check. Okay, yeah, this looks very appealing. Now you can likely pick this up. No, you go for the e-pawn, okay. Picking this up now could be problematic too. Yeah, that's also very annoying. Okay, this is very scary. This back rank is weak. Something like these plans look pretty tasty. Yeah, what do you even do as black here? There's gonna be a short think on the clock like, oh no, where did I go wrong? Okay, he defends this square, but can you just take? What about king takes for no reason? No, it's probably... You want the coordination here? Yeah.
Check.
Okay, okay. I was overthinking it there. Oh, knight takes. You're taking this bishop, right? Yeah. Because rook takes, I think there was takes. Had to take... Yeah, okay, okay. Well, this knight will go down anyways. You have these two pawns, right? No, he doesn't take the knight?
Check.
Not immediately. Okay, okay. The knight was gone. These pawns are what matter. And then this has got to be a completely winning endgame for white. Magnus was like, I learned this in 3rd grade. Magnus with 8 seconds left. Up 2 pawns. Rook endgame. I'm kind of surprised this guy doesn't resign.
Check.
Yeah, there it is. It's just mate. And this is just mate. Queenie. Okay. Chat going bananas. Look at all those spectators. 1,100 spectators.
Going berserk.
Let's go. The double berserk to Jose Martinez. The homie. I wonder if they do know each other. I mean, it's more than likely that they've at least met at one point. But you never know. A lot of chess players out there.
Check.
Yeah, I like capturing there. Then maybe king b8 or something. f5, aggressive. Oh wow, you don't... Okay, okay, you don't get to play this to try to trap the bishop, because then you get mated. But this plan looks great. This looks like something you would get with white. No, you just go for f4. Okay, this bishop is going to be a bad piece. You're going to have all your pawns on dark squares. What? You just play a5 works? Yeah, before this a pawn is problematic, you got to go get some defenders in there. King d7. Okay. Do He played bishop d6. Nope, bishop a7. Okay, okay, you're a blockader. Blockading the pawn, very, very important concept. Okay, rooks are dominating. The E rank. Look at this. All this lateral control for white. Okay, just chip away at the structure. Coming in with the check. Okay, coming in hot. Bishop takes. I'm taking. This stuff's not working. I think this rook does have to also have to babysit. Yeah. Unless you want to put your bishop here, and your bishop's slightly more compromised there. Okay, two super active rooks. Where does this bishop go? Okay. Once again, Magnus down 2 pawns.
Check.
Berserking, but this guy berserk back. I think he's the only guy that we've seen berserk Magnus.
Check. Check.
Okay, how do you hold this B pawn?
Check.
Attack the C pawn. Okay, takes with which rook? Okay, little in-betweener here.
Check. Check.
Okay, dead even, but white is on the prowl here. This is like a main threat, right? Chat. But Magnus had 48 or 40. He lost 46 points. He had 5 seconds left. Oh, Magnus.
Going berserk.
This guy says just horrid. This chat is killing me. I mean, he had 5 seconds. I saw it, but I'm not playing the game, you know? It's easy for you to see it as a spectator. Miss stuff all the time when you're so focused. And you're so, you know, consumed by the game that it's easy to overlook stuff. That's why in longer games, you leave the board for a second. You come back a new player. But with that, with 5 seconds... Well, it's so tilting too. Do you recover from that? I bet Magnus is pretty bummed. Oh, this guy's a Zerker backer. Yeah, this guy was a big keyboard extension user, and that was like a whole scandal. And now the keyboard extension was back. This is circa June 2023. It's July 1st now. But last month, somebody was able to hack the code, and then the keyboard people were back. It's just been a whole bunch of shenanigans. Ooh, that was nice. Take my bishop. I'm taking your bishop with check. But yeah, no shenanigans today. It's all been clean for the most part, except for when Magnus plays Jose Martinez. Wow, this is really clean. And a pretty clean hold here, too. Where the knight gets back to the corner to blockade. I mean, white's completely winning. Way better.
Check.
Yeah, okay. There's not quite a hold here. So they're just almost mates. I mean, position's gone, but chances at a fortress with holding this? Slim to none, yeah. Computer sees it as +8. Magnus is sniffing blood in the water. Normal player, that's not so easy to grind out, because you have to go and find that conversion.
Going berserk.
You're playing the greatest player in the history of chess, which has to have some psychological effect behind it, right? And Jose Martinez just not scared at all of Magnus. Well, what a pretty badass player there. I mean, he's just taking Magnus to school. Whoa, knight d5. What kind of Smith-Morra Gambit stuff is this?
Check.
Mark Esserman would be proud of this. I know it's not that line, but there is some, there is some sort of similar shenanigans. Yeah, with an underdeveloped king, you get in knight d5, center rips open.
Check.
Okay, you have to play king d6. Don't you have this now? No, it takes. Okay, yeah. It was very scary with this bishop pin, but e pawn was a goner. As soon as that c pawn was a goner, this bishop has an outpost here. Okay, what do you do? Rook a2. Yeah, this looked like appealing, but then, you know, you trade off. King gets here. Oh, white is just better there. So this rook needs to stay on. Attack. Can you put a third attacker here? Something like this or
Check.
this. Ah, you just take right away. Okay. Yeah, because you would have to take, and then that endgame would be winning for black.
Check.
Whoa, this comes with check. It wasn't even the greatest move, but it was pretty flashy. Okay, now the H pawn is a runner, and you gotta get it moving. D pawn will run. Whoa, can't you just... No, you can't pick this up. Wow.
Check.
Fork. Yeah. Very slick tactics. Okay, so another double Berserk game. People are starting to Berserk Magnus back. Oh god. You're very lucky this is the right bishop here. Defending. Okay. Wow, you can't even take because you're queening, obviously.
Check.
Oh, Magnus,
Check.
no time, Magnus, you gotta fly!
Check.
All king moves!
Check. Check.
Oh no, Magnus wants more.
Check.
But he goes down, he drops 50 points again. With almost 2,000 spectators. 1,700 spectators on that game. chat's overreacting to the minus 50, yeah. Because Magnus just has not played on this account forever. And he was like 2,300 something? Close to 2,300 blitz.
Going berserk.
Hey, Nihal! See, Magnus brings everyone out too. So Nihal in 8th. Magnus is in 3rd. I'm really hoping Magnus turns it on rather than like losing to Jose Martinez again or something and then turning it off. And then we gotta go watch Danya, change the narrative. The Magnus narrative is amazing. Magnus watch party, boom. I'm in. I'm there. Okay. Knight f5? What? Nihal says, give me a connected passer. But also, this could hit too, right? Magnus fully prepared to give back the minor piece. But are there any tricks? Nope. Bang up the structure
Check.
a little bit. Ah, this knight move. With the tempo and the queen, you gotta pick up this check real quick. Hang on to this pawn though. Looked like some problems there. Free to give this pawn up. Okay, go to the G file. Yeah, you don't decide to double up. Doubling up is often, you know, the easiest looking thing to do. But yeah, the rook needs to cover an open file. This rook is dominating in the H file. Why not have my rook dominate the G file? And then you're controlling this square, but you would realistically like your rook here, king here, right? Dark square versus a light square bishop. It's a tall pawn here too. I think. Ooh. Okay. Very, very nice. Lucky that all works out. Pawns to dark squares. Gonna give you a lot of squares to work with, but... Okay, yeah. Once again, one of these takes and take situations would be losing a piece for black. Not so easy to come and pick this pawn up, even with two attackers, one defender. Their tactics, so... Free pawns are not always as free as they look. Okay, e-pawn for a-pawn. Borderline trying to trap the rook. Whoa. You gotta sack this knight. This was check. Ah, but the rook is defended. I was thinking there was some some discover
check.
Discovery. Okay.
Check.
This bishop holding it together. This bishop wasn't defending the square. You're a pin, but black is just crushing here. Yeah, and you're gonna win this endgame.
Check.
Nihal doesn't resign.
Check.
Magnus. Oh my God, chat's gonna be loving that. Oh, and they even got ChessBrahs out here. Man,
going Berserk.
This is some OG stuff right here. Oh, they're flying. Magnus goes right for this King's Indian attack type setup. Black does your standard. I'll get to some light squares with my pawns. Get in the way of this. And they just blast it out within like 10 seconds. 12 moves of pretty solid theory. These guys will blast it out. This one guy says, I can already tell Magnus is winning this one. I wonder how. I wonder how he could tell that. Okay, just queen f1, queen c4, yeah. Queen centralized. Queen f1, you're going too far back. I was thinking queen e2 as well, but yeah, rook on the b2 square. I didn't want my queen here. Okay, I mean, this is pretty much even, if not just slightly better for black, right? And if anything, just slightly. Okay, putting a third attacker here, yeah, you gotta parry this. I wonder if takes, otherwise takes, and this is a passer. Okay, I'm taking. So you take here first, defend with this.
Check.
Okay, you're dropping an exchange, but how strong is this knight?
Check.
Yeah, now white is just gotta be completely winning here. Barring some sort of this rook is hanging, you go to a dark square, maybe there's some sort of, you know, big check, but it didn't even look like it. These squares are defended where, you know, you're attacking the king, attacking a rook, but nah, you're controlling too many squares with these major pieces, yeah. And the time was gone. Double Berserk game, you're flying, you gotta play on intuition, and it just didn't go that way for ChessBrah. Not sure if it's probably Eric, if not, then it's Amon, but okay, well, Jose Martinez still up there in first. Okay, he finally drew a game and lost a game. Magnus in fourth. That's the real story, though. Magnus watch party continues. Hey, now Magnus up a pawn. I like it. This is the turn we need. Is Magnus just gonna start playing very solidly? Stop yeeting pawns. Okay, this exchange actually fine to give up. Like, he's not afraid of this. Oh, well, also this bishop hangs. Okay, okay. Yeah, these were ideas. Gotta lock in this bishop. Okay, just this anyways. Rook will probably come over. No, your rook will sit right here, play h5. Why not? Okay, couple dark squares. Get in the way of this dark square bishop. And then light squares over here, king on a light square. You can't even influence me at all with this piece. How do I make your pieces useless? Just like that. I mean, bishops are great until they're not. Okay. G5 looked kind of appealing as well, but more active king position. G5, you're always compromising your own position, so. We saw Jan this year in the World Championship. Yeah, it was like 33 or 32.
Check.
Played F4?
Check.
It was F4, F5, but he totally compromised the position. Everything was very solid otherwise. Oh, and people were so mad about that. Bro, these guys were basically playing rapid.
Check. Check.
Okay, rook cuts off the king. Black also up a pawn, so black is of choice. Is there gonna be something like this? No, the rook.
Check.
The rook's gotta stay on, yeah. Second the rooks come off, black is definitely winning. This FM though, putting up a strong fight, even without the non-Zerk back, you know. He's got time odds, but they're doing a dang good job. Okay, pawn on a light square. You're gonna be able to track this down.
Check.
Yeah, there's gonna be something like
Check.
just check right away. Ah, and defend it this way. Okay, okay. The knight facilitating this square, thinking the rook would have to go the other way, but you're just immediately moving with a check. Get to play b3.
Check.
This is a huge pass pawn.
Check. Check.
I'm watching over it this way, but
Check.
I mean, this is resigner time.
Check. Check. Check.
Oh no, Magnus. Magnus,
Check.
why are you thinking? You gotta be flying. Ah, okay, gets
Check.
to simplify. Oh,
Check.
pawn was hanging.
Check.
Okay, okay. Now
Check.
it's just gonna make a second
Check.
queen
Check.
and get it done. Phew. This guy says another minus 100 incoming. My god, it really felt that way. This guy says legend. That was pretty legendary. The conversion. That white should have been scooping up that b pawn though. Then the second you scoop up that pawn, you sack for the other pawn.
Going berserk.
Insufficient materials left. Magnus liking this very dynamic dual fianchetto setup. Yeah, 12 moves in.
Check.
No castling? Do you even need to castle? King just goes to f2, yeah? Alright, Magnus kind of playing some baloney, but it's good baloney. You know how baloney is good sometimes? This was some good baloney right here. Okay.
Check.
Ah, in between destroying the
Check.
structure. Yeah, it's a nice intermezzo check. Oh, the bishop is pinned. Rook is also undefended, so there are problems there.
Check.
Ah, super active king. Yeah. King, better than your king.
Check.
Your rook is short on squares.
Check. Check.
Ah,
Check.
okay. Ooh. You're removing the defender. So simple removing the defender puzzle here. But that's not a move that everyone sees. Simple check. Then these are going to win. This is already passed, so you got to go and track that down, so. Man. Endgames with Magnus Carlsen. Now he gets Chess Today. Is Chess Today a Zerker backer? Does not look like it. To the point where Magnus doesn't even want a Berserk. This guy says Magnus is back in second. Nice, nice.
Check.
It's always funny when people are just like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And it's just in their bio. Don't trust anyone on Lichess. When in doubt.
Check.
Okay, funny in-betweener. King will end up on f1. Yeah, and then there's a lot of light squares here. This bishop will always come back, right? You can allow this? Put your king on d7. Well, this pawn falls too, so I guess your king would have to go here. This is really weird. King g2. Yeah, so white is up the exchange and a pawn. And I'd say your king is safer, but your king is really not safer. Whoa, what about this now? Ah, then you're threatening mate. Okay, okay. Check. King e7. You gotta go back, actually, to defend. So this threat is crazy strong. Defending all these square, or attacking all these squares. Knight covers this square. Okay, what's the way to chip away at this? A lot of time off the clock, but non-Berserk game really feels so much longer. It's still just a 3-minute game. Super Blitz. No increment. It can still castle. Ooh. Just rook h8 in between. Oh, and you got a sack. Otherwise, this
Check.
is mate.
Check.
Yeah, you didn't even need the queen. It would have just been
check,
mate with the knight and the bishop. Okay, what is this though? Now you're down a boatload of material. You have the queen, but for everything. Kind of have to control the square too, yeah.
check, check,
Yeah, black has to be feeling some kind of way. where did I go wrong? Oh no. There's no real way to defend a7. Takes probably play this. Yeah, you can just take through. You have plenty of
check,
material as white. Ooh. Oh, but you get to defend. Yeah, rook goes back. Wow, they played so well. Magnus must know who this is. Chess Today, Zim Sarin, Saidapov. Okay. Yeah, Magnus knows that is an extremely dangerous player. That might have been the game of the tournament so far. Putting on a clinic against Magnus. My God. Okay, Magnus picking up minus 35. Let's hope he's not offline or anything. And we'll take a look. Oh no, he paused! Magnus paused? Paused? Does the Magnus watch party end? No. Do we have to move on for a potential rage quitter? He's still online, but he just paused. Okay, maybe he's hitting the bathroom. Go splash some water in your face. Get yourself a nice beverage from the fridge. Come back. A new Magnus. He's still on pause. Magnus, come back. Okay, we'll take a look at top game. Wow, he's got number 33. Random CM. Good for the CM. Tough pairing, but getting some good screen time. 100+ viewers on top game here.
going berserk,
Oh, Magnus is back! Magnus came back. Yo. This guy says now he's back for real, yeah. Okay, Magnus up 2 pawns. Getting real. Oh, now he's up a boatload of material just for this wacky structure, king on b2. I think this can be dealt with. Yeah, repair the structure. This pawn doesn't even matter. Okay. Ah, defend with the bishop. This is nice, yeah. You're miles away from getting annoyed with the g-pawn. That would be highly committal as well. This bishop. Nice home on f3. King gets to a1. Safe dark square. Okay, yeah, g4. You're just hammering through. Yeah, and there was some weakness on the 4th rank. This rook was doing such a good job. Whoa, queen is hanging. Magnus missed it! And now he's lost. Isn't this just a fork now?
check,
Okay, there's an in-betweener. What, the knight falls? Okay, okay. I mean, this is just a completely bizarre game. Check, you're very lucky that this works, because the square's defended. Okay, yeah. You don't want this. You gotta keep this rook on. Very dangerous. Major pieces on the second. This guy says drinking moves. It is Saturday, and it is nighttime in Norway. Yeah, Magnus throws in a towel. Oh no. Magnus. Oh, the free queen. He's definitely thinking about it. That was so
Going berserk.
un-Magnus-like. Wait, is Magnus gonna... Okay, okay. Magnus never does berserk back. He knows that would be too unfair. This guy says he's never coming back to Lichess after that. Would be a good place to stop. Oh, the mega blunder happens to the best of us. Doesn't happen to the best of us with 1,300 spectators usually, but... Here we go. Here's some serious stuff. Oh, looks pretty comfortable. Yeah, Queen F3, why not? Ooh, maybe that's why not. Tricky knight move in between. Yeah, this knight. It's a nice outpost. Do you ever really want to commit to F6? Probably not. Think about trading the queens like this. Okay, you do commit to this. Black's commit to F4, so... F6, not even as committal. Whoa!
Check. Check.
Big fork. Intermezzo check.
Check. Check.
Okay. Oh,
Check.
very bad.
Check.
Very bad for white. Yeah, you just gotta throw it in the towel. You're down 3 pawns. The structure is so clean.
Going berserk.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, he's in second. This is definitely winnable. Somebody's saying this is winnable in the chat. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's an hour and 34 minutes left, of course, yeah. Ooh, H-pawn hangs. How to defend. Okay, take there first.
Check.
Takes, yeah, then your knight is evicted from F3, but with the queen off, should just be fine. You're actually defending, yeah, defending with a knight. Okay, okay. Pair of rooks comes off. Where are the tricks? This wasn't quite working. It looks like this rook is hanging, but there would have been a knight recapturing and defending, so... now there's problems defending this. Okay, Magnus picking up a quick win. He is certainly back.
Going Berserk.
Helm, double Berserker. Let's go. Magnus. Ooh, G4, okay. You got this funny structure. Okay, that's a little annoying. Just go back. Okay, F3. I've committed all my other pawns, why not play F3? Maybe even freeze up a square for your king, yeah. Unless realistically you're gonna play Queen D2, Queenside Castle, okay. Where's the breakthrough? E4 looks pretty trusty there.
Check.
Whoa, yeah, that was defended. Whoa, what was this? They were just thinking this rook was hanging. They were seeing a floating rook. But it was defended. Yeah, chat's going nuts. Yeah, dude, GMs. GMs play on intuition. You know, they're not machines. They are human players like us. And just like that, Magnus is flying up the rankings. Oh, he berserked. He berserked chess today. This is gonna be a tough game here. This Tisipov dude. This guy again. Probably butchering his name, I'm sorry. Okay, Magnus getting greedy. Play F6? Just bishop E6. Vacate the D file. Get my rooks over here. Save my queen. No more free queens. Last game is over. Whoa, you're fine with banging up that structure? Takes. It's borderline compromised. This looks really annoying. Yeah, just put your pawns on some light squares. King to a light square. Piece not doing anything. Okay, you go for the B file. That's nice. Once again, my brain is thinking double up, but it's really not doing anything. You don't have any attack on the D2 square. Okay, hanging rooks. Hanging pieces leads to tactics. Takes. This pawn's a passer, yeah. Wow, even having not zerked and having all this time, you know that's completely lost. That's brutal. Okay, Magnus picking up another win. Rating is flying back. Oh, and 1 versus 2.
Going Berserk.
Let's go, double Berserk game. Magnus versus Jose Martinez once again. The premier matchup of the day. Okay, pretty solid stuff. Committal on the king side. Going for this queenside castle. I do like putting your pawns on some big light squares, getting in the way of this bishop on the long diagonal. Wow, some lateral defense here. Yeah, and Magnus just sticking with the very dynamic play. nothing positional today. No positional shenanigans. No London system or any of that. Even though Magnus knows how to play everything, he's fine with it. But these Blitz tournaments, you're berserking. Give me something dynamic. Okay, how to defend. And you're defending with your queen, the weak point. That's not always the ideal situation, but not so weak that it's a problem. Okay, now do you want to attempt to beef up?
Check.
Whoa. I was thinking there was going to be with this. Okay, there it wasn't quite working.
Check.
The rook was hanging. Whoa, takes with check.
Check.
Gotta take here first, right? Yep. You have 3 pawns for a rook? Okay, capturing back is gonna be prime. Yeah, you are not gonna capture here. How many connected passes are you gonna give Magnus? I don't know. Oh, very lucky this defends. Oh my. Because this is the money right here. You have to save the heart of your kingside of your kingside pawns. I wonder if pinning this rook to the king and then taking, if that had any merit. Will these pawns ever be able to queen? Maybe, but yeah, black probably needs the rook.
Check.
Oh, that comes with check. Okay, maybe white is just winning
Check.
right now. Yeah, you got a sack and white's just winning. Take. Just trying to find the draw.
Check. Check.
Yo, oh, Magnus, so clean. So clean. Magnus, you dog. You dog. He says, I'm winning this tournament. Bleep the lot of you. Oh, my. Okay, we'll take a quick look at the tournament as
Going
Magnus
berserk.
gets into a fresh one. He's just 10 points behind now. 5 in a row. 5 in a row for Mr. Magnus. And then Danya's right behind him, Rebecca Harris. And of course, first place is off of fire now. So Magnus has fire, which for those who don't know, gives you an extra tournament point. And then you can berserk as well, cut your time in half for the chance of an extra tournament point after that. So a win with fire is 4 points, but a berserk win with fire is 5 points. And that's how Magnus has flown right back up.
Check. Check.
Oh man, brutal. Brutal stuff. You can't even take, your rook is hanging. Tigran. That must have been an Armenian player?
Going berserk.
Ooh, let's kick the camera back on. Sorry about that. Yeah, Magnus Seriously favoring these structures. Okay, you take in between, yeah. There's two attackers here, but then the bishop was hanging. Take. No way there's a taker here. These bishops will stay put. Wow, he does take. Okay. I was thinking this was way too strong of a piece. Look at all these squares you're attacking. I mean, you're not attacking the king, so maybe that's the idea. Is this piece, is it going to be a defender the whole game? It's not going to help. Okay, attack f7. f7 is now pinned. Ooh, and yeah, speaking of not having this dark square bishop around anymore, this queen is controlling a lot of squares.
Check.
Okay, you had to defend a mate. Interfering with the bishop here. Yeah, a classic case of interference. Oh, you can give up this pawn? Oh, well, you're defending. Okay. I'm forgetting the queen is sticking around. But, well, takes. It's probably, it would have been recovered. Okay. In my mind, I was seeing a pawn falling, but I was seeing ghosts. Oh, man. Down 2 pawns. All you've got is the clock here. Oh, now you have this huge attack, actually. You take here. Take here first. Okay, you have some good control of this, but what are these pieces really doing? How are you coordinating
Check.
to create an attack? Yeah, you gotta keep this queen on. Oh, man. Checks, and then you're going here, and checks, and you can always defend.
Check.
Yeah, black is going down on time.
Check. 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 Check.
When you run out
Check.
of checks, man. Oh,
Check.
there's definitely going to be a mate
Check.
here somewhere. Very lucky the knight was defending the square, actually. Oh, yeah. You're taking. Yeah, you're just queening. Okay. Didn't really matter either way. It was probably trickier to not take. Yeah, once there's so little time left, you gotta go for all the shenanigans, and excuse me, we've been there before. It's not a place that you want to be. Okay, Magnus is flying. He's 2 points. 2 points off the lead. Playing GM hitter from India. Okay, who's this? Who's the hitter? Chidambaram, of course. Oh, sorry about that. We're all curious as to who these people are, and you just gotta go to the bio. You know, it's the simplest way. Ooh, GM hitter is not a berserker backer. It's gonna be tough for Magnus, but he'll get it done. Queenside castling, as dynamic as ever. B4. Watch out for a tricky, sneaky pre-move. Could you also take this with check? Magnus, fine with giving up pawns. I was gonna say throwing pawns, but he's not just giving them away. There's compensation. Oh, this looks really good too. So maybe check here, this. If you get in d6, yeah, then this position is gonna be really hard to work around. Your bishop would be slightly better, though. Yeah, and how much is this A pawn really worth? Probably not a ton. It's one thing to throw a center pawn. Some openings will allow for it. Like the whole Rio Gambit deal. Where there's real compensation, and quite often, yeah, the structures will you know, there will be another exchange, and the structure will be fixed, and all normal stuff. But yeah, if you want to throw a pawn, this is definitely the one to do. The outside pawn. Unless you're in an endgame, and then your outside pawns are very important. Okay, looked like this was hanging, but this was with check. Knights were around, yeah. Looked disconcerting. Where does this knight go? It's obvious. Looks like the obvious square here. Yeah, you can't really go this way. You don't necessarily have an outpost here. Fractured kingside. This is your outpost. This is the only home this knight's gonna know. Yeah, because otherwise, how do you get out of here? This knight is gonna have a huge problem. Where's this? Yeah. You're down a pawn, but black structure is just so bad.
Check.
Yeah, okay. Just give it back. Give the pawn back. Man, you have to hold on to this, so how problematic. I mean, I know the knight's defending. But if your rook has to be tied down to this, yeah, then you're just gonna lose, so. Ooh, you're threatening a fork here. We go back to defend.
Check.
Oh, now this is totally lost, yeah. The second I see this position, I'm like, oh, resign button. GM knows it. That's why he didn't berserk Magnus back. Yeah, this guy, he played very solidly. Played respectably. Oh, chat's going ham. I think we're gonna see Magnus in first here. I think we're gonna see Magnus with the #1 next to the name. Oh, there it is, #1 right above the camera there. Hey, playing. I am Terry. Was Terry R2 on here for some time, and then he went to chess.com after a brief stint being banned on Lichess for some tournament shenanigans. Him and some other guy were dropping games against each other. It seemed so stupid, but now this guy's back on this account, Angelito. They're one of these Peruvian guys. Well, strong Peruvian players. Chess seems to be very popular there. Yeah, this FM says the Renato Terry. Yeah, this is the Terry R2. Yeah, the Berserk back definitely makes a lot of sense for this guy. Oh, it's a fun check. And then just King B8 is fine, yeah. I'm totally fine with this. Nothing weird like King C7. It's a bit annoying. Okay, this knight's obviously pinned, there's no taking. Bishop will get to A6 to defend. 3 attackers, 3 defenders, including the king. Can you ever just get this in? Rook will probably, yeah. Rook is going to want to recapture here, or even a pawn. Would be a pass pawn, so. Okay, this is a pretty juicy looking pawn here. Magnus is going hunting. Bishops aren't quite on the best diagonals, but look at this bishop on a great diagonal. Then the second this pawn falls.
Check.
Okay, take. I was thinking there might have even been a check here first. And then white's really only threat is this. Actually, you get kicked away first, yeah. These structures, man. Magnus knows exactly where to place his pawns. These master level players are not messing around when it comes to pawn structures. Yeah, look at how bad this bishop is. Ooh, okay, this is basically forced. And very lucky you don't have this. Okay. You're so lucky you don't have that. Okay, how to defend? Guess you don't really have to. Oh yeah, this is just way better. Way better for black here. The slow crawl. Oh, now you're owning D2. D2
Check.
comes with check. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a resigner. No, you are defending, okay. But this is falling apart, right? This is not good. Okay. Just clipping a pawn. Takes. Take this way first, yeah. How do you clamp down?
Check.
Ah, just take and take. Oh, or take this way, okay. Okay, this bishop annoyingly defending. Get to lock in here. Win it on the queen side.
Check. Check.
Oh, and this just mate. Oh, I got so nervous here with you being able to take back, but of course you were queening on the king side. And 3 pawns.
Going berserk.
I was just thinking you were holding enough, and then that guy's really fast. And Magnus flagged once earlier, so could happen again. You mess something up, and then you panic. You heard the nervousness in my voice for Magnus. I was like, ah! You just screwed up slightly. Hey, Smarty, what up? First of all, the stream, appreciate it. This has been a Magnus watch party for the ages. Okay, no taking because this is pinned, right? So this gets to hang out. That's fun. Yeah, these games have just progressively gotten better. I mean, they started off great. Then Magnus was kind of in a rut. He was throwing too many pawns, and then he had to get a little bit serious. Played a modern here. But yeah, I've been posting in the game chat. I don't think it's driven much attention. Yeah, it's hard when so many people are on Lichess. But I do appreciate everyone that's popped in. See a couple of you lurkers out there. Yeah, there's almost 2,000 spectators on this game. Who says chess isn't a spectator sport? Come on. It's a lot of people watching an online chess game. I mean, there is a good amount of money on the line too. 500 bucks. 500 American is quite a lot in a lot of these parts of the world. 500 bucks is nothing to shake your head at. Unless you're Magnus. Magnus just donates it back. Yeah, and then there's just 3 attackers. No pawns left to pick up as a defender, and you gotta throw in the towel. Double Berserk game. It's a strong player, 2003, so some 20-year-old, I guess. Muhammad Moraldi. Seen that account on a lot. Some of these last ones that I've covered. Continuing our match coverage series on YouTube. If you've been following along, what's up? Appreciate you.
Check.
Oh, you gotta take there. Yeah, otherwise your bishop's getting trapped. Simple tactics. Magnus says, "I'll give up the bishop pair." Yeah, you get this light square bishop right back, and not a problem. Okay, these dark squares, once again, this bishop is looking very good. You can just force the queens off. Okay. Simplifying when your clock is cut in half, probably your best option, right? Just take a bunch of pieces off the board, take this guy into a middle game, get into an end game. Oh, play it. Okay, yeah. Where does your bishop go before it gets trapped on f6? Well, I suppose not trapped, but it was a little loose over here, right? Like, yeah, you want something like this, and now your camp looks pretty solid. Funny blockading idea here. Like, you didn't just go for a4. Where would this rook ever go? So you'd need some more lateral control. Put the rook on g4. Try to get an a4. Oh, your rook is going to hang out. Okay, just annoy the structure here. You go for this? Where's this bishop go? This bishop will just hang out. Okay, once again, the structure. Opposite colored squares of the opponent's bishop, yeah. Well, that's funny. These checks too. This comes with check, you move. Takes with check, takes. Not a problem. Ooh, rook h6? Or h5, more realistically a light square. Wow, now this is such a weakness here. Yeah, you gotta... The bishop as a defender makes a lot more sense. But two attackers here, and Magnus running up the center of your board. E5.
Check.
Okay, now you take
Check.
with tempo, yeah. Taking with check. This is also a check? Or just this, yeah, backwards pawn here.
Check. 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 Check.
Going for mates. This pawn is defending a key square here. Bishop facilitating this rook entering. This pawn defending a huge square. This is mate. Incoming. How do you stop it? Queen away, my man. Push away. And he gets +4 for that, beating a 2700 blitz. Yeah, Magnus is going into unstoppable mode. I think we're gonna see. Hey, really small things the GOAT is working with. Yeah, he's putting on a clinic today. After having some fun in the first handful of games, getting a little bit silly with Yeah, you were actually on one of the last streams where I was just trying to throw pawns in the opening and get compensation and then win. But it does not work. It does not always work. Whoa, how to defend here? Yeah, you're just gonna get in bishop e6, right? Rook a7. And then you're just defending. This is over. Magnus taking this FM, who's definitely a really strong player, but probably pretty nervous. Goes for that exchange. Magnus is like, wait, this is just a free minor piece. Yeah, this should be a resigner from this kid, from the FM. I shouldn't say kid. He's 23. if it's a true if people are true to their numbers. Yeah, he played the bullet brawl, and then he seemed to take a small break. Danya as well. I was planning on covering Danya's games. And then I see Magnus live, and the narrative just immediately swaps. Okay, just get a G5 now too. That's so criminal. How many pawns do you get to hold on to? You're up a rook.
Check.
Could you ever just take this knight too? Is there gonna be some? Yeah. There's just far too many problems. And this
Check.
knight is just hanging, yeah. Bruh. Chat's arguing about whether or not this is disrespectful. I guess if there wasn't 62 minutes left in this tournament, but I mean you're playing the greatest player who's ever played the game, so
check. Check.
Yeah, okay. The finally just gives up to me. This pathetic FM needs to resign, so I see what you're camping. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying resign too. Yeah. He should have resigned. I don't think there needs to be a lynch mob or anything coming after the FM, but my god, yeah, you should resign.
Going
for
berserk.
Everyone, right? For yourself included, you want to get back in a game. Whatever place that guy was in. Oh, chat's going bananas. About 1,400 viewers. Oh, man. Okay, this is a little annoying. Stuff like this doesn't work. Stuff like this doesn't work. He's probably gonna try to go for c5. Yeah, okay. b4 clamps down on that idea. And then this knight is a beast. Can I ever get to this file? Okay, kingside closed up. I'm liking these ideas. Oh, how do you defend? Bishop h6, that's how you defend. How do I defend the weak point in my camp? The most weird looking way possible. Yeah, f6 was just too committal.
Check.
Okay, now Magnus has the bishops against this naked knight. You just give the exchange right back. Yeah, that imbalance I actually like a lot. But the bishops, you kind of need the pawn. Oh, how to defend here? Yeah, you need a pawn with the bishops. The bishop pair and a pawn versus a rook and a knight. Give me those bishops and the pawn all day. Okay, do you go right?
Check.
Right back?
Check.
Ah, okay. You're getting this pawn. The end of that sequence. You're threatening this. You're threatening this.
Check.
Oh, the c pawn's gonna roll right away and pick up the a pawn. That's the plan.
Check.
I feel like there were multiple ways to go about that. Yeah, but see, yeah, the c pawn is just running.
Check. Check.
Oh, this looked like the ultimate mating pattern, but king just has g6 to work with, so yeah.
Check.
This combination.
Check. Check.
Oh, this is bizarre. That was an insane sequence. Holy smokes.
Check. Check.
The fact that white is even remotely hanging on. The fact that this is a game is bizarre. The clocks you gotta take though. Oh
Check.
man. We saw some shenanigans earlier.
Check.
Get this bishop
Check.
in here. No, you don't focus on. I'm thinking the only way you're gonna stalemate is this bishop eating up some squares. King runs out of squares, but very simple. The fact that the rook is here and the king's cut off, and all very, very simple, even for Magnus with like a 1/10 of a second left. Yeah, it's nice to see Magnus back. Yeah, we also I thought he was gone. It seemed like he was just a chess com guy, and all the recent Chess 24 stuff, how they've aligned. We didn't know how the online chess alliance system was, but now that Magnus is back, all is well. All is well in the world, right? Magnus on Lichess, what's better? Threat mate. Then you just have this. And he's gone for this again. This type of setup. Okay, take, and then yeah, your structure is just better. The more that we trade off, basically forcing that. Oh, this knight's gonna have a big square to work with here. Just knight has to stick around to defend here. Could also kick the knight away. Could also go for like these ideas. This just looks way better, way more comfortable for white. And he did that with the half a clock. Okay, knight's pinned. Lock it down. Take this. Something like that. You're just getting the knight back. Take the rook first. Okay, and then this rook hangs. Take. Then you got the passer. Oh, this is game. this is the winner. This might be a resigner on the spot. He's calculating. So he does it. He picks up the pawn. So this should be okay. Maybe this is just drawn. When I saw that time coming off, I was thinking there was going to be borderline resigner. Okay, didn't quite have this. King is very active, but it's also pretty cut off, right?
Check.
Yeah, now black in Zigzawang. Look at this. Yup. Chat is going bananas. Zigzawang. Chat was going nuts there. Could this still be some weird draw, though? Yeah, you don't get to queen right on the spot. This wild Zigzawang, but I think you're gonna have to pick this up and then try to work your way back around.
Check.
Oh, this is wild, yeah.
Check.
We had the Magnus under promotion game earlier this week. And then we have this masterpiece, yeah, with the delayed queening. Yeah, chat is absolutely somebody says power triangle. Just invent some new stuff to be able to just understand what happened there. My god, that was immaculate. That was immaculate. When the other GM played super well, played really well, Magnus knows how strong of a player that guy is. Dude, Magnus is just doing the exact same thing. Well, I guess he's not Fiend Ketoed on this side. But rook's to the C and D file. Trying to build up pressure on the long diagonal. Okay, once again, this guy does not berserk back. Nobody berserks Magnus back. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. A couple people did. Perhaps saving $100 million on Hans' lawsuit made Danny Wrench tell him to go bleep himself. Yeah, what a guy, what a weird guy Danny Wrench is. I'm not a complete hater, but I mean the guy is just, he's such a tool, man. And they try so hard, like they scour, dude. They scour so hard for like anything on Twitter, and then their team is like right there to make some like super, you know, sick response. It's like a full like animation or a full like you know, just something that they made to specifically reply to a random tweet or something. I'm like, you guys are trying way too hard, dude. they're controlling the game now, right? That's what they want you to believe, at least. Okay, give me those 2 minor pieces. Very solid structure. Funny this check. Okay, another check here. Oh, some serious pressure built up on f7. This light square bishop is still around.
Check.
Yeah, this should be a resigner incoming. If I was playing black in this position here, I'd be resigning against some random Jamoke. Never mind Magnus. Yeah, you're dead lost here. You're gonna grind this out. Time for the pawn push.
Check.
Spite checks. You're gonna try to flag Magnus.
Check.
It actually did work earlier. Oh, very nice in-betweener.
Check.
Picking up the E pawn with check. Oh, and the G pawn defended by the
check.
bishop. Okay, okay. OP bishop. Oh, can you take? No, no. Losing that endgame.
Check.
Thinking removing a defender, but yeah.
Check.
2 pawns versus no pawns.
Check.
Can't go for that. Rook's gotta stay. If you have any chance.
Check.
I mean, even if both
check.
of the pawns did come off, we've seen this at some point where Magnus will mate you with 2 minor pieces, so. This guy says, it's over, boy. Yeah, it was over. It was Jover long ago. Hey, Zhigalko, Sergey. Okay, so this is a banger of a game. Sergey sneaking into third. Take a look at the standings here so we don't have to bring them up. Magnus up. Just about almost 20 points there. Over Jose Martinez. But Zhigalko's streaking. Zhigalko's a huge heater. So Zhigalko's probably
check.
The horse to bet on here. If anybody's catching Magnus. Oh, Zhigalko's so slippery. Why doesn't he berserk Magnus back? Are you kidding? Yeah, Zhigalko's really good. And he's really scary to play against as well. Like I got... Oh, hang on. 25 games against him. They're all hyper 3-check. But I mean, the guy plays so fast. And you give him a 3-minute clock? That's problems here. Magnus could easily drop this game. Zhigalko stays on a heater. Magnus has to build up the fire back. There could be some time to catch Magnus. I mean, this tournament has every narrative too. You got Magnus. You got good competition from Bortnyk to ChessBrah to Jose Martinez to Zhigalko to Nihal Sarin. I mean, this tournament is popping off. I'm kind of shaking in my boots right now for the sheer epicness of this tournament. And it was not shaping up this way at all. This tournament started, the bullet brawl thing had just ended, and it didn't seem like there were many people that were gonna play this. And then all of a sudden you just get Magnus and people flood in. Magnus is the most important entity in chess. Chess.com can bleep off, right? Magnus. That's why they needed Magnus so badly, dude. He's such a cultural staple. I mean, he's just immensely important for the game.
Check.
Oh, rook a6. How's this rook activating here? Obviously, you're eyeing up a dark square, but you also want to get activated. Have some lateral control, yeah. Start fighting for your king.
Check.
Ooh, look here. This is really scary.
Check. Check.
Okay, takes. You're taking with the
Check.
king. Get a pair of rooks off. Camp is solid. Get in. Okay. Putting the rook on c5. All right. C pawn very weak. These pawns are pretty far advanced. Magnus will just go for this. Weak point will be here, huh? Second, your rook moves. Your rook
Check.
is also a defender, so yeah, giving up the least holes in your camp. I was thinking of playing this and this, but just much more solid here. Keep your counter attack. Second, the king moves, there would have been takes and takes. Oh, a pawn. A pawn's a goner. This a pawn is
Check.
a runner. Okay, takes and you're flying here. Oh, that's a big pawn.
Check.
Okay, now black.
Check.
Now Magnus, easy conversion.
Check.
Oh, you also just get to take. You can leave the rook too. That's fun.
Check. Check. Check.
Oh, Zhigalko, you are so slippery, my man. And then Zhigalko
Check.
just says thank you after he beats your
Check.
brains in.
Check.
Oh, Magnus, move! No, Magnus! Magnus! Why are you gonna let Zhigalko be so slippery? Tang's not the only slippery guy out there. That's what I'm saying. Zhigalko plays so much hyper. Oh yeah, and Danya was in there too. In that long list of people. Eric Hansen, yeah, ChessBrah.
Going berserk.
Oh, that's bizarre. I'm sure Magnus heart beating a million miles a minute. This guy says, what just happened? Oh man, sip some coffee. I've been like too busy and excited to even drink some iced coffee. Dude, I'm going to be excited to play some chess later. This is exactly how I feel. Watching this absolute clinic from Magnus. It's so great how he was playing so badly and he was completely cheesing. He was completely cheesing before. And then he's like, wait, I could also just win. Wait a minute, I'm Magnus Carlsen. Guess I'll just win this tournament. Okay, take everything off. Whoa, king h3. Suppose taking and taking, you are giving them the file. But he does go for it. Okay. Once he didn't go for it immediately, I was like, maybe he doesn't like that, but... Oh, man.
Check.
Oh! Okay, so you're getting a... Yeah, this guy says, uh-oh, in the chat. I also panic. I also panicked. But do you have to give Magnus connected passers? No, you don't. King f7. I think that's going to be the game ender here. I think Magnus might go down.
Check.
Oh, and the queens are forced off. Knight c7. Actually, a really huge resource there. That was brilliant. From chess is not fair. I agree. Wow. Now where are you going? What's the breakthrough for black? Clearly the queen side. Oh, not with a move like a5 though. Bro, tell me this is not a draw. Black should be winning this, right? But the clocks are problematic. Playing it out. I guess with these advanced pawns, yeah, they're gonna tie the king down and
Check.
oh, knight hangs. No, that's so brutal. That's so brutal. Yeah, this guy says poor guy. Black should have been winning that. But the conversion was not easy, and white was sticking around. Magnus was playing very solidly, very fast. No, it was brutal. Magnus just destroyed this guy's dreams. He's like, I'm beating the world champion. He's calling all his family members, his kids, having everyone come in the room, saying, I'm gonna win. Yeah, it's Papasi, my man. Chess is not fair. That's that guy's name. Oh, it's so brutal. That's so brutal. Dude, this Lichess chat has been legendary. I think that's gonna be the most worthwhile part of watching the stream on the VOD. Is how funny chat has been. Telling chat they've been warned. They've been archived. If you said anything weird before the Lichess mods got to it, well done. Because my god, there's 1,600 people in this chat. This is gonna need some good modship. You know how weird people get when Magnus is around, especially. Everybody's all amped up and excited. Whoa, what's gonna happen here? Yeah, file's gonna open. Oh, rook g3. Pair of rooks exchange, f5. Immediately looked juicy. You gotta defend this way? Okay, queen can defend. It's a little awkward. Defending the weak point in the camp with the best piece. Not ideal, but hey, this rook is very active. Pawn's falling? No, you were defending the weak point in your camp. With your queen, yeah. Magnus fine to give up this pawn. Oh, and you just can't even defend mate in 1. Speaking of irrelevant pawns in the center, f5 was really strong, but f6 just ends the game. Can no longer get an f6 yourself.
Going
no
berserk.
Lateral defense with the queen. That was a clinic. Clip that one. Holy smokes. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some good YouTube shorts out of this one. That'll definitely be in there. The coverage of the last one where we covered Danya, these videos were getting like 6,000-7,000 views, some of them. So if you guys have been following on YouTube in any format, I do appreciate, especially as my channel grows to 1,000, hits that first big goal. Yeah, go help out, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. So looks pretty solid. Oh man, free pawn in the center. Bang up the structure a little bit. Dark square, maybe the bishop holds on to both these, right?
Check.
Yeah, this FM, he plays 3-check as well. I've played this guy, the Schnitz character. I've only played him once, okay. Yeah, he's 2,500 3-check as well, so he's like a top 5 player.
Check.
And without any theory, he was really strong. Like Chess Network, we get to play the other night, me and Jerry, just in like a random hourly arena. But yeah, Jerry, without much 3-check theoretical knowledge, these really strong players, it's fun to watch their approach with like no prior understanding, no technical knowledge about the variant. Shows these guys their true ability, you know, their true like their raw ability to just figure out a full variant.
Check.
Okay, takes king h6 looks good. Whoa, and now there's mating threats? That can't even be defended. You have to go for shenanigans and then resign. What? Magnus. Magnus, you sneaky dog.
Going berserk.
Let's go, let's go. Magnus probably taking that extra second before berserking back to just laugh. Oh, I love this line. I love this stuff for white. Yeah, I don't really like an Alekhine for black, where this knight gets kicked around, ends up on b6. This is all, you know, known stuff, but getting black up a pawn on this? What? Some tricks here. Some tricks. Black will just squeeze out up the pawn. No, of course d5 hangs. Singing the queen would eventually get back, but the queens are forced off. Well, not really forced, but the queens do come off. Dead even material. Black maybe just slightly better here. Pretty safe looking king. This knight's very strong, perhaps overextended. Knight was hanging, so there were some tricks. Defend here.
Check.
Get forked. Okay. Some simplification
Check.
here. Make sure you don't get forked. Rook d4. Bishop e3 first.
Check.
Ah, because the bishop is going to solidify your camp here. Can you even play this? Maybe he was considering it.
Check. Check.
Light square. Knight moving to a dark square somewhere. My brain's lighting up. Okay, the knight is gone. Get those tricks out of here. Okay, you have to hold this. Yeah, this is winning for Danya here.
Check.
Danya doing the tournament a huge favor if you can pull this one off.
Check. Check.
They were flying there. Okay, Magnus knows this one is lost.
Check.
Yeah. Dude, Danya's really fast.
Check.
Okay. Yeah, and you're scooping the pawn, and then suddenly this is just a draw. It looked so
Check.
good for black. It looked so good.
Check.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Kicking you off the defensive. Yeah, it's not, at some point this had to be at least slightly better for black, right? Before Magnus jumps in another one. Yeah, this is just much better for black. Just going back to move 40 or so, minus 3. I don't know how much more aggressive it got from there, but yeah, black was preferred, and once again, it's just so hard to convert. That's a 2-point draw.
Going berserk.
Too. Magnus sitting at 146, Jose Martinez 114, and Danya at 107. Yeah, Danya also 2-point draw. So with just 34 minutes left, excuse me, it looks like Magnus has pretty much got this one in the bag. I wonder if he goes back to playing some more funny stuff, some more funny business. Can you take? Obviously there's check, you go back. Magnus didn't want it. Okay, this looks like some kind of... it looked like a weird Benoni. But no, Magnus, he's not cheesing. Oh, Benoni. Something more reasonable. Another quick look through this one. Yeah, Spanish GM here. This guy's played a lot of these events lately.
Check.
Between check, can you just blast through? Now you want to preserve. Takes is a little annoying, right? Also takes and then possible passer, okay. Yeah, these are the money pawns here. Gotta be. Okay, you're fine with giving up a passer. You could have also taken this way, right? Very
Check.
scary threats here. So he does go for this. Well, rook hangs? Yeah, I don't think that worked. Or maybe it does? Get up. Get a rook on d7, maybe? Time coming right down, too.
Check.
Ah, takes with check. Okay, they just go for this. B4 was hanging, but yeah, it's much more important to keep up the pressure here. But you don't have f6 to work with, so you take.
Check.
Oh, and then you're just getting mated. Yeah, this knight lurking in the distance as a piece to set up a mate with. Yeah. My God, that position was so technical. And then the clocks were
Going berserk.
just evaporating there. That was brutal. Might be a Spanish name, but it's Sugirov. Oh, it's a Russian. Okay, yeah, they had Spain on the profile before with like a different name too. So I was thinking it was a. See, this is why you don't believe things on Lichess. You sure it's really a Russian guy? Wait, was that also on Lichess? I don't know what to believe anymore. These guys will be so undercover. It's like variants only. Or even every 12-year-old in the chat knows who it is. It says in the profile now, okay. But yeah, they had Spain in the bio before, so I'm not sure. People change where they're from. It's hard to keep track. Yeah, Jose Martinez too. His profile said Peru last time. Now it says Mexico. I mean, he could be from both, you know. Could be representing both. I'm not sure. All I know is Magnus. All I know is where Magnus is from. Wow, look at this. Look at this queenside. I would like my king over here, right? I want to be behind all this. Maybe you're just much safer here. This does look very Drosh, though. Elda 64. A known account around here. I'm not quite sure who this is. I guess I could look. Place are they in? 15th. Paul Velton. Okay. I've never heard of this player.
Check.
World rank 742. What are they? French? Oh, it's a French guy. Okay. This guy also born in 1993. I don't know why it's Elda 64. Perhaps a N64 fan. Whoa! Mr. Velton, don't be hanging any rooks there. That was brutal. Papasi 12-0 noted. Papasi will lurk and get that first message in the chat.
Check.
Magnus consistently going for bishop c2 and c4 has been the plan. And it's been effective. Guess Magnus is from another planet, yeah. Whoa, what?
Check.
Choose to defend this way?
Check.
Wow, very nice. Takes? No, you take this. Yeah, you don't want to be undermined here. I was talking about this earlier. With the knight coordination, sometimes undermining a knight with a pawn can be a quick way to win a piece on the lower levels. Okay, this knight eyeing up a lot of key squares. Or weak squares. I shouldn't really say key squares, but wow. Okay, f4. You want to eventually get an e4, e5 probably? Or maybe not, maybe just e4, play around this. And then it's like a Maroxy bind or something where you're playing around d5, right? You have like a pawn structure that's all fighting for this one square at the top. It would be slightly different if pawn on e4, putting the focal point on d5. Okay, you're kind of pinning down the knight, right? Unless there's something like this. This queen is not hanging, so maybe there's another way in. Ooh, this you're actually defending a pretty big hole. Okay, this does work. What about just taking? Takes. Okay. That's fine.
Check.
Yeah, there was no weird in-betweener with the black knight where there's like a check or something, you know, you end up here, king's here, and maybe there was problems, the knight gets to stick around. Yeah, the in-betweeners are really where you can, you know, start to confuse people. And at the lower level, yeah, that's how you start beating that's how you start beating, you know, lower rated players than you very easily. You just confuse them. There's some weird in-betweener that they miss, and the next thing you know, you're lost. Okay, this piece is too good to come off for this. It's like, hey, this is your best piece, but if you take and take, then you just had this huge slate of pawns, and yeah, focal point still d5. All those moves away, and Magnus still knew that d5 would be the would be the breakthrough in this position. Yeah, huge rook battery, 4 attackers. Take your pick. I suppose taking back here wasn't available because there was a check, right? Okay, weak point defended by your queen. Okay. Yeah, you're just dominating this G file. Ooh. Something like this looks really scary. F5, okay. Yeah, you want to break up the structure, maybe then go for this? Wow, you can leave the bishop. Okay, yeah. There's too much activity. Obviously you can't. Oh, maybe you can play this?
Check.
This
Check.
looks really scary.
Check. Check.
Oh yeah. They just had no time. I'm like, why did he play that? It's like, yeah, because he had a quarter of a second. Or he had like 1 second left. That just went from bad to worse. But yeah, F5 really blew this position out of the water. With 23 seconds, or 23 minutes left, Magnus summoning his best chess here. Not a top move, but still close. Yeah, and then takes G is the top move. Hey, and then chess we've got all the celebrities. Everybody coming out. Wonder if this is Dinesh, or Ilya. I think Dinesh mostly plays on this account though, right? Aren't they St. Louis Chess Club guys? Or no, they're Webster guys, right? Webster. very big chess school, Magnus, Eric Rosen was a Webster guy. It's like the dream school now. Now that chess is like even, you know, chess is blown up now. Yeah, it's gonna be harder and harder to get into Webster. My God. Okay, you just bully through here. How about Rook H E8?
Check.
Yeah. Whoa, King takes is interesting. Okay. Suppose the queens are coming off. You want a king playing an active role, right? Try to remain aggressive in the position. Okay, now you have a huge pawn on c2. How could this be defended? He's cooking something up. Yeah, it didn't quite work. Yeah, this king on the 7th rank, but on a light square to stay away from the bishop. Yeah, and he didn't want to be on this file that was opening up, so well, some superior Magnus hockey right there. Sensing these moves.
Check.
From a mile away. Where do you go? Okay. Pick this up. Ah, this is rough. This is rough for white here. At least you get to defend this G-pawn. Magnus didn't even... he wasn't even thinking about picking it up. This knight holding the whole camp together. Something like this, maybe an idea. The last-ditch effort. Oh,
check.
This
check.
is designable. Yeah, he does go for that. Speaking of last-ditch effort. 34-point lead. Yeah, Magnus says, ooh, big fork. Magnus has pretty much cleaned up ever since he started playing more seriously. Okay, yeah, this is dead lost. And a resigner. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can take a peek at the tournament here. 162 to 128. Danya also winning a bunch of games in a row after drawing Magnus. Six wins in a row for Danya. I saw night before winning an exchange. Game got out of hand. Yeah, it seemed like Dinesh was it's okay. At some point, and then yeah, just got out of hand. 2 passers and couldn't be dealt with. It was resignable earlier, but I mean, you're playing Magnus. Magnus is already winning by 1 billion. Magnus getting ready to donate that $500 back to Lichess. Good guy, Magnus. For the troll that Magnus is such a troll, but he's like a good-hearted troll where it's not like a chaotic bad or something. He's just about having fun, pushing some buttons, I guess, and he's not like a devil's advocate either. Magnus is like a very specific type of troll. He's kind of like Giannis, dude. Is it just like these? Is it just these European guys? Giannis Tupo, also some like a kind of troll. Okay. Knight has to go back, right? No, just g4. Okay. G4 is really committal. Guess it holds the knight here, though. Okay, no exchange here. Why would you give white the file? So where to go? Maybe try to play this? Or just get this in. It's a weak point. Can it be overwhelmed? Clocks are about even with Magnus berserking. Chessmaster 2006. I don't know who this is either. Compared to world champs I known in my lifetime, Magnus seems like the most normal since Spassky. Yeah, we all know how not normal Fischer was. My god, dude. At least at the end.
Check.
The guy was cracked out. And it's so depressing to see on YouTube. Like, I've put up videos where it's like clips of old Fischer, and then people are like, he was so right. And it's like, bro, he was really anti-Semitic and horrible. He was just a total a-hole at the end. And people are like, he was so right and ahead of his time. It's like, what he done? Was he? Before he was cracked out, yeah, I guess, but my god, it went downhill, dude. It went downhill aggressively. Oh, speaking of downhill aggressively, rook takes f3. You get to queen sack? What? Yeah, because this position, well, white is not going anywhere.
Check.
And there's no perpetual.
Check.
It should be fine, right?
Check.
Oh, I was thinking this rook under attack didn't look like it had so many squares.
Check.
Yeah, the second there are checks, you go back. Check. Where's my bishop rook mate?
Check.
Picking up extra pawns. Oh, this double check. Oh, there's gonna be a cool mate here. No, he just resigns. Dude, give us the mate, bro. You played it out until that point.
Going berserk.
Give us that fancy. Let Magnus mate you at that point. Come on. Kasparov is not your average show either, yeah. Yeah, historically to Kasparov, it's just another can of worms. Like living through a dictatorship, being an enemy of Putin, going through all just the controversy that happened with all those world championships, with like cheating allegations and the world championships being broken up. Contested world champion has not really been a thing in my lifetime, so, and that's something that, well, I guess in my lifetime, right? In the 90s it was still contested, so, but I was just a kid and I didn't really, know the first thing about freaking chess. I was playing, but I was like little kid and playing. And then I stopped, so.
Check.
I was thinking bishop takes here. No, obviously it wasn't working. Maybe for a draw, but maybe some draw here, because this is with check, right? Scroll wheel back. Scroll wheel's been all messy lately. I haven't been touching it. Okay.
Check.
There's just still up a pawn, yeah. B pawn, A pawn run. Oh, this is Resigner. This is Resigner.
Check.
Once these pawns roll. What does this queen even do?
Check. Check. Check.
The fact that you get to pick this up with check. These sequences are so deadly. Queens can't come off. Yeah. If this pawn falls, you know, this is probably going to be a draw. Once this happens.
Check.
On endgame. But the A-pawn really changed the entire dynamic of that. Black queen's just absolutely powerless. Basically just moving around. You actually played soccer with Magnus and Peter Heine a life ago. See, I was looking into the Peter Heine guy. I'm a Twitter person, so you'll see a lot of those. That guy especially is always tweeting up a storm. That guy's got a solid grip. But the adult in the room tweet from Peter Heine where he was like, I forget what was going on, but he's like, I'm the only adult in the room, and of course the internet went absolutely bonkers. Everyone went bananas. Okay, what is this? There's some ideas here. I guess it's not working, but and then these ideas. Just queen e4, okay. Yeah, and you can't really get a second defender here. Oh. Oh, this is him. Okay. I didn't realize that that he plays on here as well. Okay. Took me a minute there. It's been a long day of Blitz. Give me a break. No. Okay, yeah, where do you go with the queen? This would have been a blunder. Yeah, you needed d6 for your bishop. We'll lose a bishop to your homie, to your coach. Yeah, this guy is Magnus' coach. Oh, what? What was this idea? Chat starts moving fast. I'm like, wait, somebody screwed up. Yeah. But that's cool. How did you manage to play soccer with Magnus and Peter Heine? Yeah, I don't think people realize how strong of a player this guy is. I mean, obviously he's a GM if he's coaching Magnus. Yeah, you're down a piece. But you have a lot of activity. Magnus is king on b7. Not really checks here yet, right? Yeah, you have no hope. With just the majors left. So much pressure building up. This knight will be able to enter somehow, right? Even if it's this way.
Check.
Forks. Oh, you gotta trade a queen, yeah. Especially if the queens are forced off. I'm surprised they're not resigning, but this is like a gentleman's match anyways. Where you're playing your coach.
Check.
Yeah, this is probably resign time. Maybe.
Check.
Oh, it's with check. That's brutal. Okay, now it's definitely resign time. If these guys weren't homies, yeah. I'm sure Magnus is chuckling up a storm.
Check. Check.
Wow, this is brutal. He's gonna make Magnus play it out though. That's the coach in this guy. As he brings it to an instructive endgame and then just Posse says still playing LOL. Yep. But maybe he doesn't realize that they're homies, yeah. That this is the Magnus coach. I helped arrange a junior tournament in the late
Berserk.
80s where Topalov participated. Wow. At the time we thought a guy named Delchev was gonna be better. Wow, I've never even heard of that guy. Later in the 90s, my local club picked up Peter Heine and supported his road to GM. Wow, that's sick. Good memories. Yeah, I feel like people see that guy and they're just thinking that's like pretty active on Twitter. But when that one time he said he was the only adult in the room, yeah, everybody he was he was not soon to forget that. My God, don't come at the internet, lynch mob. You'll always lose. just resign the position.
Check.
Account delete. Well, then not that far. My favorite account lately has been unsubstantiated chess rumors, because that guy is he really goes after chess.com. Whoever the hell that is. Yeah, that guy. The worst guy, and he's commented on, like, this was like the one guy commenting on any of my YouTube videos, which was how I was like, did I make it or have I just completely failed? And then I was like, wait, this guy just comments on everyone, literally everyone. Wait, what is this? That was brutal. That was brutal. Oh, there's this. Couldn't take the rook here.
Check.
Can you take now? No,
Check.
this comes with check. Okay.
Check.
Oh, this is rough. Yeah. Oh, and it's Danya too. So, and they're blasting it out. Danya trying to climb up as high as he can, stick in that second place, and yeah, get that second prize. Nobody's taking away the $500 from Magnus, getting donated back to Lichess in 6 minutes. But $250 for second is no small fish. Yeah, you could take the rook because rook d8 was hanging with check, right? Yeah, the queen was overloaded there. And then you just ended up so compromised, and that's tilting, yeah. But I don't think that would have moved. That's definitely not. It wouldn't have moved Danya up. Magnus is up 50 points. Ah, Danya's trying to fend off Zhigalko. But we'll stick with Magnus. When Magnus plays on Lichess, you know, you gotta be there. Yeah, Magnus closing in on 200 points in this. If he didn't screw around at first, and if he joined right away, holy smokes, he might have set the record for this. Not exactly sure what the record is, but we could find out, I guess. Okay, this game will definitely finish too. Magnus still berserking. Okay, C7 well protected. Can you just castle now? Rook g8, okay. I don't think you want to take. Takes you could always take back either way. You just take with the... Oh, you take with the king, okay. Seems a little surprising.
Check.
Square is well defended by the knight. Go, yeah. Okay. White's down a pawn. You probably don't want to trade the queens, right? Where's this queen going? Where am I going here? Okay. This knight outpost on d5. Very solid. Okay, now all of a sudden white is up a pawn. Yeah, and you don't have a ton of play either. B pawn is hanging. F pawn is hanging.
Check.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, then Magnus just sees it. Them catching a -19. Maybe to end this one, does Magnus throw in the towel? It says 2 hours of blitz is enough.
Check.
Enough for me with 94% berserk. Nope, he's sticking in.
Going berserk.
What was he when this tournament started? It was like a huge question mark. It was over 3,200 though. I mean, he lost 50 points in the first loss. And the second one was like 46 or something. Nice little in-between move there. Like b5. Okay, maybe some problems with like takes. Knight jumping in. Not quite. Also, you don't want to give away this bishop for this knight. This battery will be too powerful.
Check.
Ah, another an in-between check. Knight e7 with the check. Knight takes e7 with the check. Yeah, with just 2 minutes. Just gonna get this one in, it looks like. Under 2 minutes
Check.
on the clock. Just under 2 minutes in this game. Should count. Should be a win for Magnus here. Ooh. Okay, get out of the way of anything sinister. This pawn should win it for you. This is all very solid here. Just push. It's an f4, okay. Queen f2, I do not like that, yeah. Queen here, defend the weak points. Okay. 26 seconds, Magnus is gonna find it.
Check. Check.
Okay, possible.
Check.
Okay, Magnus defends the perpetual.
Check. Check.
Oh, let's check on d8, absolutely
Check.
deadly. Oh, and the queens are forced off. Yep, instant resigner. Oh, that FM, he played very well. Think fast, move fast. What's that flag? Adgia. Okay, well, good games, everyone. Yeah, I'll stay on this chat. Yeah, you guys can catch yourselves on the replay in the Twitch chat. It'll be visible on this one. Yeah, this might be the best part of this whole coverage. It's just having the Twitch chat, and this will be a big chunk on YouTube. So yeah, for everyone that stuck with me in the live stream too, I appreciate you guys. Seeing a whole bunch of you guys rolling in now. DK Guy has been all up in here. Yeah, this was a good time. I'm starting to die now too, man. 3 hours of Blitz, and I was like still prepping for the first like half an hour there. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty rough. I gotta go eat something after all that. But yeah, just to take a look at the tournament, Magnus 185, just dominating. Yeah, it's tiring just watching. It's it takes a lot out of you. So you can only imagine that Magnus is gonna need a big old power nap after this one. Yeah, it's like dark in here too. The camera is totally shifted. From 3 to 6. Yeah, that's a long event. That was a long event. Yeah, and then you got Danya in second, squeaking just ahead of Zhigalko. I am Terry. He's up there in 5th, up there in the money. And Jose Martinez, who was crushing as well.